Wait, you have a very pretty
Baby. Tell me, call 911. Call 911.
The film begins with cops chasing a culprit through a dark tunnel. The pursued individual fires several rounds at the police, but the police continue to pursue him. During the chase, a female officer hits him as he jumps from the first-floor window, preventing him from fleeing. He is then arrested. She approaches Detective Alex Cross, the officer in charge of the operation, to express her gratitude as they carry the wounded victim away on a stretcher. Later, Alex Cross goes to see a prisoner from a past case. Here, he reveals his dual roles as a detective and a psychotherapist. He reassures her that he is certain she did not murder the individual she faced accusations against. He believes her uncle, who has a history of crimes and faces life in jail if convicted, forced her to shoulder the blame. She denies it. At home, Alex is watching his daughter play the piano when her strict grandma orders her to go do her schoolwork. At that point, Alex's wife Maria enters and informs him that she has some news. She does not inform him right away. Instead, they play a game in which Alex attempts to solve it using clues. He discovers a sonogram in the printer and learns that she is pregnant with their third child. Meanwhile, we see a man in a suit conversing on the phone with a client. An assassin receives a $3 million grant to complete a task. After confirming the money transfer, he enters a battle ring. He persuades the moderators to let him battle the heavyweight champion by betting $10,000 on himself. The moderator does not feel he will win, so he accepts the bet. He then gets into the ring and tells his opponent not to hit him in the face, but his opponent punches him nonetheless. This enrages the man, and in a fit of passion, he severely beats his opponent and even breaks his arm. After winning the fight, he visits a house to see a stunning woman. He deceives her into believing he is about to make love to her and injects her with a poison that paralyzes her. He then tortures and murders her. Later that night, Alex receives a call with a fresh case involving the torture and murder of a wealthy entrepreneur. He asks his lifelong friend and colleague, Thomas Kane, to assist him with his investigation. When Alex phones, Kane is in the middle of an intimate encounter with Monica Ash, another member of their squad. Kane goes to meet Alex anyway. As he prepares to leave, he informs Ash that their relationship must remain secret until he is certain it is true. On the route to the crime scene, Alex advises Kane to quit their relationship since it is risky and endangers their lives. He also mentions that he is considering a job with the FBI. He informs him about his new baby and expresses his need for a better career now that he has a wife and 3 children. When they arrive at the crime scene, they discover 4 killings, one of which involves the wealthy woman. Alex employs his keen intuition to deduce that a single highly skilled perpetrator carried out the atrocities. Alex concludes that the perpetrator who tortured the victim by severing all 10 of her fingers is a psychopath. They assume he tortured her to extract information from her laptop, but he must have also harbored a deep affection for her. They confirm this suspicion when they find the killer's drawing of the crime scene inside the room. As a result, they gave the killer the nickname Picasso. Investigators discovered a backup hard disk inside a hidden safe behind the walls. The information on the external drive and a hidden message in Picasso's sketches provide clues to the killer's ambitions. Picasso disguises the initials N and GM in the picture, symbolizing his next targets, Eric Neumer and Giles Mercier. The 3 investigators arrive at the first target's business, but Eric and his security crew refuse to let them in. Claiming the building is impenetrable, an alert sounds, which concerns them. Picasso has entered the premises through the water pipes. He prepares his firearm and begins searching for his target. Ash and Kane have locked Eric's office doors and are preparing to protect him. Eric is ignoring their orders and even closes the security door, isolating Kane and himself from everyone else. Picasso, having slain 3 bodyguards, is on his way to Eric's office when Alex discovers him and stops him. Picasso detonates an explosion to avoid capture. When Kane hears this, he forces Eric to open the security doors and hurries to find Ash. He finds Picasso and hits him in the shoulder with a gunshot. Picasso escapes through the sewer pipes. Back at the precinct, the investigators are gathering information to determine Picasso's identity. They try to obtain a sketch artist to depict his face, but it remains difficult to locate him. Alex has realized that Picasso, once a member of the military, is now an assassin. They decide to classify Picasso as a psychotic killer with restricted concentration and proceed with the investigation. The following morning, they visit Picasso's other target, Mercier. His assistant, a stunning Japanese woman, greets them as they arrive at his estate. Mercier enters alongside Eric and introduces himself. Alex questions Mercier about who would want to assassinate him and why. Mercier does not know, but he assures Alex that he does not want to die. Their visit with Mercier did not yield any fresh information. Later, Ash gets home with case documents, which she hurriedly places on a table before entering the restroom. Picasso, who has broken into her house, steps out of the corner and carefully approaches her. Meanwhile, Alex is eating supper with Maria. Maria discusses how it would be a significant change if Alex elected to work for the FBI, stating that moving to DC would disrupt their children's schooling and her job. Alex receives a call from Ash, but when he answers, it is actually Picasso who is called. Picasso teases him with a photo of Ash, whom he tormented and killed. Alex is shocked but manages to ask Picasso questions to uncover his true identity. He taunts and insults him. As Picasso is talking on the phone, we see him in the building adjacent to Alex, setting up a rifle aimed directly at Alex. He continues to tease him. Picasso becomes enraged and tells Alex what a beautiful wife he has, turning his gun to point at Maria. Alex sees what is going on and rushes to tell Maria, but Picasso fires a shot directly at her chest. Alex takes Maria in his arms and instructs those close to call an ambulance, but there is nothing he can do. She dies in his arms. At Maria's funeral, Alex is listening to a choir sing while Picasso is in a car across the street, hurriedly creating a sketch of Alex. After the burial, Kane and Alex are discussing the case. They've discovered new information regarding the medications Picasso uses on his victims. They are both motivated to find the culprit who killed their loved ones. Alex's mother interrupts them and instructs him to comfort his daughter while she is crying. He is cradling his screaming daughter when Picasso calls him. Picasso taunts Alex, accusing him of murdering his wife. Alex is furious now. He places his daughter and mother in police custody and vows to go rogue and assassinate Picasso by whatever means necessary. Alex visits a criminal to find out who the chemist working with Picasso is. He attempts to bribe the mobster with evidence they have against him, but when that fails, he threatens to have him assassinated. Once they obtain the chemist's name and address, they track him down and subject him to torture in an attempt to learn more about Picasso's background. They can identify and follow Picasso's car. Once they pinpoint Picasso's destination, they find that Mercier is also heading to the same location to deliver a seminar. That must be where Picasso intends to kill him. They arrive at the building armed with backup, prepared to extract Picasso. Meanwhile, Picasso had left his car in a parking lot and opted to take the train instead. Some other passengers on the train are taunting him, but he ignores them. As they continue to harass him, he is occupied with strategizing his next move and hacking into the train's electrical system. He becomes irritated and shoots them, killing 2 of them and injuring another. Alex and Kane are standing in front of the conference venue, speaking with their chief. The chief realizes that they are both angry and agitated and chooses to remove them from the case. Picasso is currently on a train that passes by the building. He fires a bazooka at the building's gate, resulting in a big explosion. He then exits the train, gets into another car, and travels to his next destination. Seeing the explosion, Alex and Kane decide to defy the chief's orders and pursue Picasso. While they are driving to find Picasso, their car collides with his. When Alex notices Picasso going into a nearby building, he grabs a shotgun, and swiftly jumps out of the car to pursue him. As Alex enters the building, he notices a man speeding past and firing bullets. He runs out of rounds and resorts to a smaller handgun. Alex wanders around the old building, unaware that Picasso is above him. Picasso jumps from the roof and hits Alex with a metal bar. Alex drops his gun, and the two commence a violent fistfight. A punch from Picasso knocks Alex down, landing severely on his back on unsteady ground. Picasso seizes this opportunity to overtake him. Picasso prepares to inject Alex. Alex takes a switchblade from his pocket and stabs Picasso in the chest. The ground beneath them breaks, allowing both of them to hang high above a parking lot below. As they tumble, Picasso slips and grabs Alex's foot. Alex kicks Picasso, and he falls to his death. Kane arrives at this point and brings Alex back to safety. Later, Alex returns to the workplace and finally solves the case. He's talking on the phone with Mercier. Mercier was ultimately responsible for everything. He hired Picasso to carry out the killings in order to fake his death and flee to another nation. Alex's helper had handed him this knowledge in exchange for immunity. She disclosed to Alex that he was facing issues with the government and had arranged the deaths of the other 2 individuals to prevent the information from spreading. She also told Alex where Mercier was hiding in Indonesia. Mercier agrees with Alex's statements from his hiding place. He tells Alex that he did what he had to do but never intended to hurt his wife. This does not alleviate Alex's anger toward him. He calls him an arrogant bastard and blames him for Maria's death. Alex informs him that he has planted cocaine in his living room and instructs the local police to arrest him. Drug smuggling in Indonesia results in death by firing squad. Alex tells Mercier this, and he smiles. He observes Mercier's arrest through a live camera, satisfied that he has finally accomplished his goal. The film finishes with Kane driving Alex home. Kane informs Alex about his decision to apply to the FBI. Alex jokes that Kane wouldn't survive without him. They both laugh, looking forward to a more steady life. Alex enters his home and embraces his family. Thank you for watching. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe for more recaps. Until next time, have a nice day.